Hey guys, welcome back. Wes Arnold here with First Choice Equipment. You know, typically we'll do a walk around and I will throw out some specs on a machine. Today we're going to be focusing on the Kubota KX-018 mini excavator, but instead of doing it here, we're going to be going to the property of one of our great customers to show you how he's using this machine to work smarter, not harder. Joel, you're in the landscape business, so tell us where we are right now.
This is my farm here in Woodstock. This is the dream that I've had for 30 years. This is also dual purpose. I mean, this is where I keep my equipment. This is where, when it's not being used, we come and service it, store it, and it's also just where the family makes memories.
So I can see you have the equipment here. What are we going to be doing here?
So what we're going to be doing here is installing an automatic water drinker here.
So you're using the 18 and you're basically digging a huge trench,
yep,
coming through, going down about 6 feet. Let's say this machine wasn't here and you had a crew of, I don't know, what, 4 or 5 guys?
Yeah.
How long do you think that would have taken?
That would have been a dream. That wouldn't have happened.
Okay.
To dig that down, it just wouldn't have been possible. Shoveling 3 weeks, I don't know.
3 weeks, right. The 18 has no problem with it.
I wouldn't want to imagine doing it without it.
So on Kubota models above 3,000 pounds, you basically can get the optional Kubota quick coupler. Instead of doing a direct pin-on bucket or direct pin-on attachment, the quick coupler allows you to use several different implements and attachments quickly. So you could just pull one pin and drop a bucket and go pick up a breaker. Basically pulling the pin out. If he wants to switch buckets or put on a different attachment, as you can see, it's as simple as dropping the bucket. Let's say this is, he's gonna change his attachment, he's gonna come back. And again, you're not gonna lose any breakout force, which is why this design is so great. And all you're doing is just scooping it back up and sliding the pin back in. Ew, I got grease on my finger, Joel. Older machines are gonna have a direct pin-on bucket, which means if you wanna switch your bucket and go from a 12 to an 18 or a 12 to a 24-inch bucket, you're gonna spend about 20 minutes unratcheting those bolts. The bolts are gonna be stripped and rusted and dirty, and it's gonna take a lot of your time. So Kubota developed this system here, this quick coupler system, which can easily pick up the bucket. It can easily drop a bucket, and you can pick up something to switch rolls of this machine. So instead of doing a 12-inch trench, maybe you want to do a 20-inch trench. The unique feature is the fact that you don't lose any performance with it. It really is just a special feature on these Kubotas. They don't leave our First Choice yard without them. It basically is a versatile machine that can run augers, breakers. So he's doing a ton of different work, but it makes it a lot easier having this coupler.
Yeah, so I made like a 45. It just goes right on the teeth. It has a bar that comes in here, and then I just put, a big 1-inch bolt.
Yeah.
And then that's it. The bolt has like a butterfly.
Again, smarter, not harder.
This thing for grading, I mean, it is remarkable without a Harley attachment or, one of those grading tools, pulverizers. Yeah. It leaves it 95% done. I mean, fantastic. It breaks up clumps like this, and it just gives you a really nice. Really, if you're just doing seed and it's somewhere where you don't need to have that precision of like a hand grading, you don't even need to do any grading really.
That's incredible. Believe it or not, I'm not a cab enthusiast, but one of the reasons why I love Kubota construction products, period, is that they really think about their operators. And although you want to think about operators like, having a membership at a CrossFit gym, I don't keep this girlish figure by just sitting around, A lot of us really like Burger King, okay? So having a large cab is a huge deal. And as you can see, this machine, at being right around 4,000 pounds, has a huge cab. This cab rivals a lot of our competition that are about 8,000 pound machines. So if you look at that cab, for a guy like me, 300 plus, I can easily step in and get to work. It's an awesome deal. I feel like I'm in a Ford F-150 or something. You know, like there's a lot of room. Whereas I get into other cabs or I get into other machines and I get claustrophobic, you know? And I'm a strong guy. I mean, I'm not a Navy SEAL or anything, but I'm a strong guy. But mentally I break down. I break down, I like, it's clear, Joel, that you have a success story here, you know? You're operating your business in the city, but then you bring it back here to your home and you're doing incredible projects. So I want to thank you for your time.
Thank you. We are really enjoying the machine. I mean, what it does for my business and it allows me to do here in our dream property. Sure. You know, it's really more than I could have asked for. I am still finding out new ways that I can use it. I mean, whenever I go to a job site, I just bring it just in case there's something I can do with it because it just speeds things up.
Before we go, let's just cover the specs of this machine. You're looking at a full cab unit, which is just over 3,900 pounds of operating weight, over 17 horsepower, and it's got a dig depth of 7 feet, 9 inches. Thanks again for your time. Thanks for showing us your property. And I'll be here with my one piece, July 4th.
Bring it, yeah, bring some steak too, so we'll be good to go.
Thanks for your time. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It was great seeing how Joel is making his dreams come true while using this Kubota KX-018. If you want us to review a machine or take a closer look at something that we have in stock, please leave a comment below. Don't forget we're a full-line sales, service, and parts dealer. We'll see you next time.
First Choice Equipment. We're not just building your community, we're also part of your community.
Well, I gotta see if my Speedo fits and I'll be here in July.
Done, cannonball right here, it's deep enough.
Yeah, you got a ton of fish.